Do you have the budget that, do you have a printed budget?
One you printed yesterday? One yesterday?
We're getting a new one version, but
The one you give us, handed up a day or so ago.
that's an old one. We're gonna get another one that'll be here in a minute, but.
We got it.
There's one revised since then. You can throw
Did you
that.
plug the insurance in?
Probably haven't got enough insurance. I put more than
It
what.
ain't go very much though, because we were back, we went back 11.
Yeah. It may be.
It may be less.
It may be.
It's gonna be less.
I increased it some, but it's less, and that's good.
That's, yeah, it should be less.
That's true, because wouldn't that be something? All right, we talked about, we got the calculations, and the no new revenue is 0.30. The voter approval is 0.33. And our last year's was, our current rate for this year is 0.3219. So, that little spreadsheet thing is just something to think about. We can go, well, we can go as low as we want to go, but in order to bring in what we did last year, we need it to be that point, that one in the middle, 0.304621, the no new revenue. And you can go as, let me see. Let me go get it.
Yeah, because we don't have our,
That's the same thing.
yeah, yeah.
Bring in new sheet.
Next
Throw those
to
away.
1.333.
I wrote it
Yeah,
down.
we got a 333. Rerun.
I need some kids next door. I got a key.
She's not gonna take all that much.
Where is this place to eat today?
Yes, I will. And that other one I signed,
We need
not
to
real good. You need them stamped and sealed.
Maybe you can bring that.
Yeah.
go see yourself. Something.
Okay. Okay. Where place seal, do you want me to seal it there?
She got 0.0702 for us. Well, she knows she get that 0.07.
0.745.
You see that?
745.
It's supposed to be 7%, 28%.
So, two, was that for now? Lord, no. My front tire.
When you're, you know,
Drive,
done with the
new steering tire.
original, or I can take a copy of it later. Okay.
Oh, man.
That's what 23 is general, put all 7 on her.
Hey Mandy, I don't know if I told you the other day, we got that money transferred. Okay, so.
Yeah, we saw it on the paper.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
go to them?
Last week, that's last. So mess.
I think it's last week. Just make sure I got right. That's one of the ones I was talking about. We need to make sure.
I got it right now. I got it up in.
What's the deal with that being less, that number?
It don't add up. Must be the same. It don't add up.
We always pay that up, fifty nine.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Not always. A lot of times.
What's taxable value?
Where the cheat sheet again?
This, this doesn't mean anything except that our rate now is 32.19. The no new revenue rate is 0.304, and then the voter approval rate is 0.3335. And we need to be somewhere under, or actually the 3335 is under because it's 3336. So it can be anywhere below that voter approval rate, because we don't want to have a
It can be that
voter
exact rate.
deal. I'm sorry?
It's not below that rate, it's that rate or below.
Okay.
You can't exceed that rate.
Can't exceed, so I could put another little 6 on
So
it.
some entities go
Why
right
is
to
that
that.
number less than, if that's the no new revenue, how come those numbers, why is that number less than that number? What was there, am I right?
This is 32.
Yeah.
This is, well, all of them are using the taxable rate, I don't know.
You know, I'm getting, I mean,
Yeah, I
why,
see what you're saying.
if that's the
I
case,
use
that-
this to this and this. Oh, last year we kind of changed some things around. Once we decided how we were gonna, divide up the taxes. So we took an amount and just took it from the general fund and put it in the road and bridge fund. Changed that money because we needed more money in the road and bridge, and I forgot to go back and change those. I don't remember how much it was, seems like it was maybe 100,000 for each one, or 60 or 70.
Would you like the, like the whole general budget thing?
No, just put a clip on it. Well, no, yeah, put the whole, and then do away with those others and put them in. So, just to show you about this, anywhere within this rate, we'll use this taxable value for whichever rate we choose. But then when you get down to the taxes part, we can divide that into, for example, road and bridge, general fund, we were doing .2517.
Right.
Road and Bridge, we were doing .702. And then we changed that within this, we can change that rate. We could put, for example, that's just for example, on a new rate. We could do 23 and .0746. Or we could do whatever, however we wanted to divide it up, just depending on what percentage you wanted to go into the general fund, needed to go into the general fund. And then everything else we put in the road and bridge. Or you can decide how much you want road and bridge, and then we'll put what's left in the general fund and then see how we can make that work.
Oh, would you like just the general funds then?
Mm-hmm.
Just the, general? fund?
Everything.
Everything? Okay.
I went back this morning after we talked and I put those other figures in. You still, if you'll look, I just estimated and put those in and see if that looks reasonable to you after we talked this morning. Those, the delinquent, the penalty,
Okay.
and the auto sales
Right.
tax, yeah. I just estimated those off of what we talked about.
Okay.
Yeah. Should be here in a minute. You'll just see that. Yeah.
Oh, I see what she did here, she just, okay. What's the, all the requests, where's our number? We got a number on where we're sitting
I guess it'll be on this fresh copy.
with salaries and
How much of that you do?
Has she put the salary stuff in yet? Chloe, or do you know? No?
No.
Well, when she and I were working on it yesterday, we were just working on existing salaries.
Oh, okay, okay, and they kind of see.
How do we go from 11.6 to the 12.7? See what I'm saying?
well, that's just as high, that's the highest we can go. This is what I'm saying. If we leave it the same, if we don't change the rate, then we're this first number. I see what you did, I apologize, I was
Well,
confused.
you know what I did?
No, I mean, you just, that's if we leave the rate like it is, and current valuations, then that's the number.
We were looking at them columns up and down instead of left to right. That's-
Who knows? Who knows?
Anyway, yeah, and then there's our no news, so if we leave it the same, we basically got $600-something thousand more in taxes.
Our no new rate, we would have to go up to, almost up to that voter approval rate to get as much money as we got last year. All right, now, let me ask a few
Well,
questions.
shouldn't this been the number we got last year? No new rate, that total?
Let me see when all this split is. We had 9 million on, but again, that's because we took some of this out and
Yeah.
put it down there.
I'm just looking at total numbers
Yeah.
right now, I ain't worried about, I wasn't worried about that, I'm just
Okay.
looking at total.
All right, let me ask a few questions while we're still waiting on that. For the auditor and the treasurer, financial software. We talked about trying to look at some software. You had said probably it's gonna be a year or a year and a half before, because you have to get in line and wait for them to do that. Do we want to budget some part of that so that if something comes available, we can begin on it? And if so, how much?
No, the lowest one, on a quote wise, just generically, lowest one was like 75,000. Another one was 96,000, and I think the highest one was 120,000.
And that's the initial.
Yeah.
All right, right now, we are paying about 8,000 for each of y'all's offices. So,
16, man.
Well, I think that's over an annual contract too.
That's a lot of upfront, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
a lot of
proceeded
upfront.
after that.
Yeah.
per user.
this is just the maintenance, the 8,000 for each of them.
Right. But if that's already established, we'd be having to implement, extract, and all that, so.
This is just the general fund, the rest is accounts.
So, that upfront is what we were talking about.
How many months left did you say? Oh, yes, just for implementation or for the start?
They're so covered up now that we wouldn't start implementation.
All right, let's go back to this software. Y'all, what's your thoughts about it?
So you don't foresee us selecting someone and getting started in this next fiscal year with the new software?
Everyone that I've spoken to, it's 12 to 18 months before implementation. Like, if we were to make a decision in October, we might get lucky to start implementation in July next year.
Would we have to pay anything down to get that line position for it? So what would that amount be?
I just told Callie to bring up the papers.
So if you get in line to buy something,
Yes.
To get it installed,
They're that far out
set up.
Yeah.
on other counties and implementing.
That 75 was, which company was FI on those quotes that you put out?
Just hate for us to maybe have an opportunity before this next year.
Right, we don't need no $75,000.
Don't want to.
So we don't need a $75,000.
Yeah. I don't know if that would mean that would put us back at the end of the line or.
Like Leon County,
Oh,
they've been like 3 years now. They still ain't got nothing implemented. They've been paying for 3 years.
wow.
And there's like Tyler Advantage or something, is that what they're using for Tyler Advantage?
It's bad, bad.
While you're looking for that. Sheriff, tell me again about the cell phones. Now, you have, what is that, on-demand lines that we pay for, is that right? That's two different things, isn't it?
I've never heard on demand.
What do you call it, whenever you came in, you said if we could get this, that would put us at the head of the line if there was an emergency and everybody else was using the phones, but we
Oh.
would have priority.
Yeah, the first net. We have first net phones, yes.
Is that already figured into the regular telephone payment?
Yes, that is our,
Okay.
yeah,
So-
we should have a line item for that.
So when we talk about cell phones, that's something different. Now you want cell phones.
No, that is cell phones.
That is it.
Yeah.
What was additional in their office was SIM cards
For the
for the
computers.
laptops.
Right, and we got
Yes.
that again in a different
Yes.
place.
That's what
Much
they
Yes,
did.
different.
that's
But
what's
there
gonna
were two
make that
different line
deal.
items on that, I just wasn't clear.
Yes,
Okay.
and then, you know,
You already have
also
those.
remember that, county phones,
It's like 22,000 or something on the cell phone.
and then, but also remember that that's not just our office, that's,
I know,
yes.
but we're budgeting it all in the
Right,
same
right.
place.
Yeah, it might as well just
Yeah.
come out the same
Yeah,
thing.
perfect, okay, just declaring. Now, we don't have put into the budget yet, because we don't know where, the 2 cars, the 2 deputies, the 2 jailers. That's still an open discussion, we hadn't really gotten into the
Right.
works of yours. Then there was a discussion of paying down the retirement liability. Mandy looked it up, and our liability right now is over $4 million. Isn't that what we talked about?
What we looked at.
And if we made a whatever amount, whether it was 25,000 or 50,000 or whatever, if we made a payment to that and still kept paying our regular amount that keeps us supposedly solid, it's 13% this time, I think. But anyway, if we did make that, did you talk to them and say that they accrued that money?
7.5%
Yeah, that's
compound
7%.
monthly.
All counted monthly?
Now, we didn't confirm that.
No.
That's,
No.
we heard that, but we
Heard
didn't
it.
confirm
But
that.
it's not
But if
charged.
that's true, then I would be for at least 50,000 going in there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
We didn't know at the time, we was four. Anderson County, $8 million.
they're 8 million.
The other boy stood up, he was 7.5.
But that, we were listening to that.
We were listening to that.
No word. Our second.
Yeah. Nobody else popped off, I guess that was. Either they didn't know or the Allen County judge, Anderson County.
And then there is a general fund, a special fund 85, where you can transfer money to that for the historical restoration. And that way, everything is kept within that one fund that's already set up, just to activity in it for years. We probably, within the next month or two, we'll at least get our bids out, and then maybe a month after that, get those back. And see, that'll already be into the next year, I believe, don't y'all?
Yeah,
Because this is already
this be all.
August, September, October. Yeah, okay, well, maybe we'll wait till next year to, put our money in that. Is that agreeable? All right. And then Mandy, I need for you to look at the interest income and think, I don't know about that. When we're saying, let me go back to that. When we're saying it's not gonna start till next year, we're talking about next year's budget.
Right.
So
We
we
still have
do
to-
need
we
to
need to
think
budget
about
for it.
budget for it, yeah. So how much would we want to put into that?
50,000 over 7 years if we didn't, if it was a one-time deal.
Now we're back to the retirement thing.
Right.
Okay. I was talking about the
She was talking about
historical grant.
restoration.
Oh.
That's okay, you go ahead with
I
that.
thought we were.
I know.
But basically, over 7 years, with not adding nothing to it, it's a $31,000 gain on that 50,000. Just to kind of realize the higher compounded monthly. So to me, it's a good investment, whether we ever got the point we needed or not, because it's more money than we can create
Anywhere.
off the surplus than anywhere else.
Yeah.
So the worst case scenario is down the road, you would have such a surplus there, you wouldn't be drawing from your general fund to pay that debt for your retirement. So,
And we'll have to remember that next year, because if we do put that money in, they may want to decrease our annual fee,
Big,
and we won't want to do that,
right.
because we'll want to keep paying that percentage each year. So, what are y'all thinking? You thinking about it, we're going to talk about it again, or are we going to make some decision?
I'm for putting at least
I think we need, yeah, we need to put some in.
And we'll put it in, and then we'll be talking about this for the next 3 weeks. We can always take it out if it doesn't.
52, 50,000?
50,000. Would you look at the interest that we're getting and see, make an estimate of what you think we should be earning next year? I know that's a big order, just, you know. Okay, thank you. Also, hot cog reimbursement. Do you know if we've gotten any money from them? We have to turn in a report quarterly. And I think we might have barely touched on that once before. Will you check on that, please? Okay. And let's see. Okay. Let's see if I have any over here. On the dispatch fund, you know, we created this special fund for that department. And last year, we only had to put 200,000 in because we had some carryover from the year before. But that was all used up this year. So our transfer into the dispatch is 400,000 this year.
and we already plugged it in.
The name, that's right at the very back, if that's what you're looking for, is dispatch, next to the last one. And we are gonna have to work some more on that SB 22 stuff. And again, mentioning the ARPA stuff. Do you know if we have everything entered, all of the bills for ARPA?
When you say entered, like all the bills, what do you mean?
Entered into the computer so that we know how much money we still have to spend.
Yeah, we got a sheet on it today.
They should all be entered in there so far, what we have in there.
You haven't had it all in so far, okay.
It's on the agenda. Is it?
With December. But you don't have to have them spent by then. Just allocate.
Just what we have in the general fund, yeah.
That's text food.
Okay.
I'm
But
sorry.
the ARP was there too.
Yeah.
Or it is on others.
When was this printed, do you know?
They got it this morning.
Is it hot off the press?
I don't know what they're working on.
Go ahead and on our table.
What is it?
I don't know what it is.
That's just the investment
the treasurer's report for their interest in the bank, man. I was thinking it.
Nothing to do.
Yes.
Already?
These are the special ones.
That's right.
These all go behind the ones that they're going to.
Did you go behind the next one?
What you're showing, each percent,
Yeah, I know where that is.
it shows in
So if this is showing, this one, it shows of the end of June,
Yes, ma'am.
okay? So we've almost got another month gone,
Yes, ma'am.
and so I'm wondering if we spent all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we haven't. I hope we haven't.
Well, we don't have June in there, so we don't know for sure, yeah.
On our receivables here, forward on the 377.50, is that,
Wait, let me look, let me find it. 750, 370, 750.
yes ma'am, is that all of the interest in textile, is that the county and road and bridges interest?
It's, that is just an estimate that I looked at what we've earned so far, and we've earned that.
Right, I'm looking at here today, but is that county, road and bridges interest?
No.
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 Okay.
If you look on your, it's in the back, look at your number, which is 23, 023. Page 55. And you go down to 700, line 700, 370, 700 on page 55. Your interest year to date is 1,700.
Am I right?
Now, that says now, I don't know if that's,
That's not ARPA, what are you
That's not,
asking?
well, that's not textile though.
well, that's in your general, that's in your fund. But then, if you go back to Fund 80, is it 85
84,
or 89?
84,
84?
ARPA,
All right, then if you go to 84,
That looks more like it.
no,
Page 87.
page 87, okay, and then that shows on Road and Bridge 3 that you've earned 10,000. And there's nothing on this 26 because we hope that that's all been spent before the end. And then let's go back to page 91 is your, let's see, that doesn't look right. Page 91. $428 was budgeted, it shows to have been spent $270, so I don't know about the rest of that. See what I'm saying? We'll just have to get out the,
I haven't spent that much in
ARPA
San Diego.
spreadsheet and see.
Right.
But if it was paid, it should show up on that page 91. We'll just have to go look at the cash balance too.
because of the ARPA funds, I sand gravel, I should still have it about 98%.
Let me go look at the cash thing real quick.
Yeah, as long as I want to go, it's 12:42.
What'd you say?
Huh?
What'd you say would be the what?
I said it's 12:42, we got a meeting at 1:30.
We returned about 3.
Then move it once.
I know y'all got a meeting 1:30, we'll be back at 3.
We said meet back at 3. I need a copy of it too. Could meet at the gym. Yeah.
Jennifer, did you try to make a fresh printout of the yellow voting this morning? Did it work?
I did. Mhm. I'm not sure there's no sure.
Okay. Had they changed from the one that was, because that one that I brought was printed on 17th?
Oh, then they well, I'll go get it for you.
Are we taking a lunch break? So are we taking a lunch break?
So I'll vote for it. You make a motion, I'll vote for it.
Make a motion.
Second. You might have some new favor.
Yeah.
You know, last year they were paying, in October, they were paying $4.90, now it's $4.30.
That's still pretty good. Very good.
What do you do?
CDs,
Huh?
compared to CDs.
Yeah.